Well, hello, my friends. I'm so excited to be here with Heather Kirk. She's the executive director of Santa Monica Inc. Heather, it's so great to see you again. Thanks for joining
Thank
me.
you.
So, it's that time of year. You have your annual spring fundraiser coming up on Saturday, April 20th. But I really, yeah, let's just start off by talking about the organization, the history, and who you serve. So I will let you just take it away.
Thank you. So Santa Monica was founded in 1972. We originally had a halfway house program at one location. However, over the last 7 years, we've expanded quite a bit. We now have 4 locations and 6 programs. So our focus is really to provide long-term residential care treatment for women with substance use, mental health, and trauma. Our mission is to empower them so that they can live productively, drug and alcohol free.
Yeah, so wow, 1972. So where are your houses? Are they located in different parts of the city? Are they all in one part? I'll let you answer that.
We're a little bit centrally located in
Mhm.
that we have a few on 39th. So one on the north side of 39th and Dodge, one on the south side of 39th and Dodge. We have one off of 19th and Jones, and then one in the 24th and Vinton area.
Yeah. And how do these women find you?
A lot of our referrals do come from probation, parole, drug court, CPS, but we do have some women who are just ready to get their lives put back together and seek out treatment with Santa Monica.
Yeah. And I know we'll talk about the annual spring fundraiser, which this is the 10th year, which is awesome. Um, so let's dive into that, but we'll end the conversation because I do want, for people who can't go to the fundraiser, I do want to spend a little bit of time talking about how people can support Santa Monica through donations or other ways. But yeah, let's talk about the annual spring fundraiser. It looks like there's a change in location this year. So where is this happening?
We're really excited. This year we'll be at the Diamond Room. So
Okay.
new venue for us. Really excited. It's a beautiful venue. So we will do our traditional brunch. We will have a testimonial from one of our alumni, which is really the most impactful part of the day for us. And then we have a silent auction, and then we have another auction called a Piccadilly auction. So it's very engaging, gets a little competitive. And one other thing that we have this year is we are having a raffle. We had a donation of football tickets, Husker tickets to the Colorado Husker game, and
Wow.
they are amazing seats. I've been there. They're on the 50-yard line. So we'll be selling raffle tickets for that at our fundraiser as well.
That is always a big game, and a much need to be at game. So, where is the Diamond Room located?
So the dining room is located right behind the mattress factory,
Okay.
where that's at. So right by the diamond or the ball field as well. So
Yes.
good
Yeah.
location, great parking, beautiful venue.
And so change locations. Let's talk a little bit about the Piccadilly auction and what's that all about?
Well, it is not your traditional fare, I will
Okay.
say. So we have the option, you can buy a paddle for $100 and be eligible for any of the items that we have on auction, or a $50 paddle and you're eligible for half of the items that are on auction. But the exciting part or the risk-taking part is that we will draw numbers until we hit somebody's paddle, and that's the person who wins the prize.
Okay, that's very unusual. So, and $100, I mean that um to me that it's like why not? That's a great way to support what you do and also have kind of that thrill of the possibility and like you said a little bit of the risk. So how many auction items do you have?
So that's the other exciting part. We have 10 different auction items, and they're kind of like baskets almost.
Okay.
So each basket, we'll say, is well over $100 worth of items, and they could be gift cards or actual product, or they can be like tickets to concerts and things like that. And then on the silent auction, we have some really great items this year. We have a beach house for a week in Panama City, and we have some exciting concert tickets and some other sporting events. So very excited.
Yeah. And let's talk a little bit about, you know, who typically comes to this event? Because I believe our tickets like $25. And look, I'm actually looking at your website. So tickets are $25, or you can buy a table. And buying a table though is also kind of a unique thing, correct?
It is. So we really encourage people to buy a table and host and invite their guests. But we also want our hosts to decorate their table in whatever theme they fancy that day. And then we will actually have a judging contest. So we'll judge the best dressed table, and that person will also or win a prize. But it's really exciting because people really let their creativity come out, and it's neat to see all the different themes.
What are, I mean, I'm just curious, like, what are some themes from past years that stand out to you?
We always seem to have a candy table every year, so
Okay.
it's decorated with a lot of candy. But there's also some that are like last year we had the Kentucky Derby table, so they had roses. All of the ladies wore big, beautiful hats, so they really have fun with it. Do have some other sporting themes. Sometimes we have like hunting themes.
Mhm.
Harley Davidson. We just have a real big
Oh, yeah.
variety.
So you truly can like come up with your whole theme. You could have a 70s disco theme, or you could have a, an 80s or yeah, theme. So it's yeah, what a great way to first of all support Santa Monica, because tables are $200 for 8 seats. And what a great way to, yeah, get your friends, family, coworkers, or whatnot involved in the just the creation of doing something fun. When do people need to register by or buy a table?
So we really need to have our numbers kind of by the end of this week, honestly, in best case scenario. Just because we want to try to get that number to the
Yep.
caterer quickly as we can. So
Yeah.
I would say no later than the end of next week. Next week, absolutely.
Right, right. Because again, the event's on the 20th. And if you're buying a single ticket, then which is great too. If you and a friend want to come, then you have tables that they will set out kind of, and then get to know everybody in their group.
Yes, well, if you do buy individual tickets, not a problem. We'll go ahead and have you seated at a table. May
Yeah,
not decorated in a theme per se, but it will still be a great time.
yeah, absolutely. So did we talk about the raffle yet or no?
Just the raffle is the Husker tickets. Again,
Okay,
really,
okay.
really great seats to a really
Yeah.
great game. So those raffle tickets will be $10 a piece for a chance to win those tickets.
And can people buy them ahead of time, or you need to be at the event to buy them?
We're asking people to be at the event.
Sure. And I mean, absolutely, absolutely. Um, so okay, in your opinion, and you might have answered this as well, but I'm just kind of going through our talking points. What is the best part of the event?
I really think that, it's really fun and it does get competitive with decorating the tables
Yeah,
and with the auctions, but really the most impactful thing about the event is really hearing that testimony from our alumni. It's very courageous for her to be willing to come and share her
yeah,
experience with Santa Monica and the things that got her to Santa Monica and the things that she's doing since she's been graduated from the program. But it's really neat to hear
yeah.
their perspective.
And how many women do you think that you help? And how has the need grown, which I would only can assume that it has, and also what you offer. But let's kind of go back into really, you know, who you help. I mean, how many women, and kind of looking at, yeah, from 1972 to now, what has changed and maybe what has also stayed the same.
So I think that, we've served over 3,500 women over the last little over 50 years at this
Yeah,
point. And we right now we're receiving about 200 referrals a year. When we're only able to assist about 100 of those referrals. So definitely shows that there's still a need in the community and not enough beds to serve these women. I think part of the challenge is being able to adapt to the needs of the clients and the women today, because the woman that we're serving today is not the same woman that we were serving in 1972. So it's important to listen to that aspect of it and really be able to adjust and be flexible with what they need, meet them where they're at, and have the right programming that can address today's issues.
Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, what's happening today and the issues that we face are completely different than what they were, like you said, a little over, 50 years ago. Um, what are some other ways? So if we can't get to the event, what are some ways that people in the community can help you and help Santa Monica?
Sure. I mean, there's always the need for monetary donations if that's feasible for you. However, we do have other opportunities. I mean, we need everything from clothing and shoes to toiletries, and even those items that we wouldn't think about, maybe having a nice perfume or some makeup is also nice for these ladies. We do have the apartments, so we have supported transitional living apartments for our women and their children, and we furnish the apartment, everything from silverware, pots and pans to bedding. When she completes that program and she moves back into the community independently, she's able to take everything in the apartment with her, and we refurnish it for the next woman. So any household items would be helpful as well.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that's so important. But what a gift too, that when they leave the apartment and go out and find other a place of their own, so to speak, that they're able to take that with them and not they're just not starting you know from zero. And I know, I mean, I'm looking at your website too, santamonicahouse.org, and there's so much great information on here. And you also have a newsletter, an updates tab, and about your houses. So again, before I let you go, anything else you want to add?
I just encourage everybody to take the opportunity. The fundraiser is really fun. It's really
Yes.
engaging. It gives you a good opportunity to see what we are about and what we do and the women that we help. So it never hurts to get out in the community and learn about all the great missions that we have available and how we can educate other people about those opportunities. Because I think for us, I say Omaha's best kept secret for so long. People don't know that we're here. So we really want to change that and get our voice out into the community.
Well, and again, it's April 20th, which is a Saturday. What a great way to spend a Saturday, lunch. Doors open, I think at 10 a.m. or 10:30.
We'll probably open around 9:30. We
Okay.
want to have an opportunity to come in and look at the auction items and see all the tables.
Yeah. So it just really is a great way to spend your Saturday. And like you said, learn about what Santa Monica does, and then also listen to an impactful alumni talk about her experience, which I know that truly is why you do what you do, and it impacts so many. So Heather, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And folks, don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, hello, my friends. I am so excited to be here with Deb Denbeck. She is the president and CEO of P4K Partnership for Kids. Deb, it's so great to see you today.
Great to see you again, Andy.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while
It
since.
has been a while since we've been together and done one of these.
Yeah.
So great to be on your show.
Well, I'm excited to talk about what's going on at P4K. This is a 35th anniversary. You've got hops and grapes coming up, some other things. So, I always like to start off having you tell our viewers, what is P4K, and talk about the organization a little bit.
So you're right, 35 years. It's incredible. Mike and Gail Yanni started this in 1989. So it's been a while. So, and they've just, continued to really be our advocates and leaders. And it's just great to have your founders involved as your agency continues to grow. So we serve a little over 2,500 students, starting in pre-K all the way through post-secondary. It is our goal to give these young people a vision for their future and to help them create it and live out that vision as well. Really make dreams come true in many regards. These are young people that are growing up in underserved neighborhoods. So they don't always get the exposure that maybe other people might. So we are doing everything possible to create that sense of belonging and also to understand that education really is our avenue to a great future.
Yeah.
So really keeping them engaged in school, working on reading, big literacy program in our elementary, goal setting, mentoring, and really that career exploration. There are so many great opportunities for young people out there, whether as they graduate from high school, whether it be a 2-year or 4-year degree or military or the trades, or they're ready to go right into the job force.
Right.
So really teaching those job readiness skills as well. But really excited. 95% of our students graduate from high school on time, and over 80% are going on to some type of post-secondary. And we're supporting them all the way through
Yep.
that
Yeah.
college part as well.
Yeah. Yeah. What a great organization. You guys just do a wonderful job. Um, let's talk a little bit about the why. Why would somebody want to contribute, and how do they do that? So I'll let you take it away from there.
Well, I think there's several ways. And so first of all, the why, because this is our future. These young people are our future. So they're our future leaders, they're our future workforce, they're our future neighbors.
Right.
It's what we want in a community, and they will bring the diversity to Omaha as well. So it's a very diverse population and just incredible youth. I mean,
Right.
these youth have so much, they're smart. They just need support.
Hmm.
And so, when I look at the why, what you said is why? Because this is our future. These are our young people. And if we don't invest in our future, we're really behind.
Yeah.
And so the why is great. And they need your support. They need you to come in to be a volunteer. We need you to read. We need you to be a goal buddy. We need you to be a mentor. We need you to be a career coach. All of these things that can help young people become very successful. And that's what we want. We want our youth to be very successful. And as Governor Pillen has said, we need our youth to stay here in the state of Nebraska.
Yeah.
So that's even a bigger why, keeping our youth here
Right.
in Nebraska.
Right.
So they feel like there is something for them here, that
Absolutely.
positive feedback and reassurance that they belong here.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of ways to get involved. A monthly donation of $15 can go a long ways.
Oh, okay.
That's $15, $35 per month. There's just so many ways, and it's not big gifts.
Right.
It's those little gifts that make a difference. It costs us $35 a month for one student. Well,
Okay.
add that to 2,500.
Yeah.
That's a lot. They can be a corporate supporter. They can be a sponsor of an event. They can attend Hops and Grapes. They can play in our golf event. It's all of those things. If you really want to see youth succeed, you'll support Partnership for Kids.
Yeah. And I'm glancing over this way because I got your website pulled up and there's so much information on who you are, what you do, how people can help, which is p4k.org. And then there's information about events. So let's segue into that and talk about the events coming up here in April.
So 35th anniversary, just an
Yeah.
incredible milestone for Partnership for Kids. And this year, for the very first time, we will give out the Spirit of P4K Award. We'll give that to two current board members,
Okay.
Dr. Galiani, one of our founders, who's also been instrumental at the Med Center as well.
Right.
Dr. Ward Chambers, our past chair, and now back in as a current chair due to the loss of Tom Rogers.
Right.
He's, you know, in the day acts as a cardiologist and also the board president, has been involved for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Carol Russell, who not only a stakeholder and a donor, but also, you know, one of our champions as volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
She reads to the kiddos at Sherman. She's been a goal buddy. I mean, Carol is a worker bee, and she just sets a great example for not only Partnership for Kids, but so many organizations. And plus, she serves as a board member.
Right. Yeah. Carol is amazing. I mean, all these people are amazing. So, so let's talk about the events. Hops for Grapes is on the 27th.
Friday.
Okay.
Friday the 26th. And
Friday
it's going,
yeah.
Yep. And it's going to be in a new location this year. We're at a View on State Street, which is a fantastic venue.
It is.
We'll have both indoor and outdoor events. If you know, and there'll be different tastings of wines, of Napa wines. There'll be spirits. There'll be about 10 or so craft breweries there.
Okay.
You'll get to taste all of these, plus have a great buffet. The Shenanigans are going to be playing, which is Tim Burke's band. They're so fun to be around. We also have a silent and live auction. And then this year, which is kind of cool, out on the patio, you can, for $100, come out and really work with ammunition bourbon and taste the products that they have.
Okay.
And get a very classy cigar as well. So
wow. Okay.
Kind of a little different taste, but a little different tread there. But you'll also get a chance to meet our students. You ask about the why. There are whys. They are our whys.
Yeah.
So chance to meet them and see what they've done and see how they've succeeded in life because of Partnership for Kids.
Yeah, that truly is such a great way to really understand what this organization does, being able to meet the kids that you help, and it's changing their lives by what is happening at P4K.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit. One of the things that I love about this event, it's casual. You can come.
Yes, it's a very casual. So, you know, jeans, boots, you know, whatever you'd like to wear, it's casual. It's just a fun environment. It's, you know, you'll have CEOs there, you'll have business people there, you'll have neighbors there. A little bit of everybody, but it just has a great vibe to it.
Yes.
Like I said, it's not sit down and eat a dinner and hear a speech and, you know, do the live auction and the silent auction. It really is interactive. It really allows you to interact with our students, with each other, with our staff, and then, you know, you can dance to the band. You can go out on the patio, and it moves pretty quickly. So it's not one of these events that you're going to be in for 4 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, what is the time frame of it?
So right around 6 to 9, 9:30. Great time. I think doors open at 5:30. I don't have my invitation
It says it
right
right,
in front of me.
says it right here on the website. Yeah.
So, but just come in and have fun.
Yeah.
That's what we want this event to be. I want it to be fun, and I want you, as attendees, to learn about our why and what we do and how we do it, and why we've been successful for 35 years.
Well, we have about 1 minute left. So, anything else you want to talk about within that 1 minute?
No, I just love to see everybody there. Come and spend an evening with us, learn about P4K, and have a great time.
And again, your website is amazing. It's easy to navigate. You just click on events, hops and grapes. There's information about sponsorships, tickets. Can anyone attend? I mean, every question that you probably could ask, it's there. And also there's all that information about who you are, what you do, and how to help. So I encourage everybody to p4k.org.
And next year, we're just winding up. We're starting to wind up the school year, but we're going to need a lot more volunteers next year.
Okay. All right, folks, remember that. A lot more volunteers. And there's so many ways to volunteer. So,
Yep.
Deb, thank you so much for joining me today. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Andy. Great to see you.